Alright, now that we got the quill pen, we'll just turn that into red real quick.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
All that's left is the vinegar, and I think Laverne can handle that, since we know exactly where the, where it is. So basically, after 400 years of being a time capsule, the wine has now turned into vinegar. So we'll just pick that up, and we'll transfer that to Hoagie, and he'll give it to Red.
Ah, the final element for my ingenious battery. Stand back, boy. Give me room to work.
Generic sound effects.
A miracle of modern science. It will look lovely here on the shelf until I take it with me to Baltimore.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Don't look now, but the British are coming, dude.
Eh? Where? Is that supposed to be funny? I'm very busy.
Alright. We finally got the battery. But...
It's mine, mine, mine. The meter says that it's at 0 power.
it needs to be charged. Now, how exactly are we going to charge up a battery during colonial times? Well, if you remember Ben Franklin, but unfortunately he's busy right now, so we have to get his attention. Now, this puzzle is a bit far-fetched. Basically, what we need to do is to start up a thunderstorm. Now, how do we do that? Well, you know the old saying that if you wash your car, a thunderstorm comes by? Well, that's exactly what we have to do, but this time, we gotta do it on the dirty carriage out here. So, use the soap
The
in with
water's
the
all sudsy now.
soapy water, and now with the help of the horse brush, we can now wash the carriage.
Dum-de-dum. Looks like a big storm. See, this is why I never wash my car. Hey, Ben.
Oh, it's you.
Where are you going? What about your experiment?
Even science sometimes gets cold on account of rain, my boy.
But how are you ever going to get lightning if you're not going to stand out in a storm?
To be frank, which I am, I don't know. The science of electrodynamics, much like your mind apparently, is still in a state of relative infancy. Back to the drawing board, I say.
What a genius.
Now, the thing is that, it's not really explained, but what he needs is a replacement kite, a waterproof kite. But the thing is that he needs the materials to make it, but we actually have it already. It's in fact, one moment.
Hi.
Sorry, can't talk. Busy making history.
Is in fact the lab coat we pilfered from Red. So we're going to give him the lab coat.
I got something good for you, mister. Mister.
Mr. Brainstorm? Yes, hand it over. Doesn't this belong to somebody?
Yeah, Red Edison.
Ah.
And immediately cuts it up.
I'm sorry, but the man has no vision. A lightweight, durable fabric like this going to waste down in his basement. When I'm done with it, it will fly. Eureka! The all-season Francocopter, ready to make history. No, there's no fuse.
So, what do I light?
For the last time, you're not going to light anything. You just push it.
The whole time? How am I going to get up that high?
Listen, just wait for me to say the word now. Then push the kite into the air, all right?
I'm on you, lasagna.
Let's hope so.
Now quickly, we gotta put the battery inside the pocket of the kite.
Now!
And push.
Whee!
She's handling kind of funny.
You got it. Just hang on there.
She's too heavy. I can't control her.
Hang on, Ben. Hang on.
She's breaking up. She's breaking up. Run for your life. Now that was interesting.
Yeah. Say, can I see that kite for a second?
No, I'm taking it back to my lab in Philly right now so I can study the results. Wish me luck. I never got your name.
It's Hoagie, sir.
Nice working with you, Hoagie. I promise to name an invention after you someday.
Gosh, thanks.
I'm sure you will. After all, you pretty much invented everything else. So now we got a fully charged battery. So let's head to the Chronogon and plug it into the outlet.
Whoa.
And that's it. Now Hoagie can return to the present anytime. But unfortunately, we still need to fix Laverne's Chronogon, and we also need the diamond for Bernard. So we're going to switch over to Laverne. And I'm just checking to see if I got everything I need, which I do. So, we're going to, we're now going to, fix Laverne's Chronogon. But first, we need to go outside. And now, here's this cat that's trying to fit under the fence here, but can't quite make it.
He was scratching his back on the fence, I think.
Well, let's help him out of there. Give it a little bit of lubricant.
This ought to be good.
And now we gotta get him down from there, and that's where the squeaky mouse toy comes in.
Well, what do we have here? Looks like a prosthetic rodent.
Yeah, you can probably tell where this is going.
Specimen.
Anyway, we're gonna go visit the kennels. The guard won't recognize this, by the way.
Say, cutie, what brings a hot tentacle babe like you to a dump like this?
I'm here to see you, big boy.
Really? Well, what are you doing for dinner? How about Club Tentacle? What am I saying? I can't afford to take out the trash, let alone a classy babe like you.
Well, what do you know? I do have something
I'm
like
here
that.
by accident. Bye.
Hey, I don't want to be here either.
And that's where the certificate comes in.
Whoa! Dinner for two at Club Tentacle? I can't wait to tell my wife.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You were hitting on me, and now you're saying that you got a wife? What the hell, man? Oh, well, anyway, let's let the Edison's
You're
free.
free.
Free to do what?
Free to run wild through the woods like humans should.
Big deal.
I said you're free. Now get off your fat, lazy butts and start enjoying it.
Enjoy being hunted for the rest of our lives by that mustached old tentacle with a big net? If we ran off, he'd be right on our trail. If we stay here, we know we'll be warm and comfortable. Outside, we'd be eating bugs and moss.
You'll be eating my fist in a second.
The woods are filled with wild animals, lions, tigers, and skunks. Man, I hate skunks.
A skunk, you say? Interesting. Well, here's one for you.
Hey, look, a skunk.
And off they go.
Come back here, you mangy humans! You can't do this! This is an escape-proof facility!
Who says you can't learn anything from cartoons, eh, kitty?
Well, considering that this is a cartoon. But now, we can get inside the grandfather clock and into the lab, finally. Ow. And there we go. There's the vacuum cleaner, and there's the hamster generator, which we'll need to plug into our chronogen. So let's do that. Put the extension cord in there, and I accidentally goof up here. I didn't mean to do that. Put the extension cord into the outlet. Now take the extension cord and put it out through the window. And then afterwards, we can go outside and plug that into the outlet. Oh yeah, and like I said, the frozen hamster for the hamster generator, which will need to power it. So up we go. Out to the chronogen. And ta-da! Now all we need to do is figure out a way how to unthaw the hamster. And believe it or not, it involves putting him in the microwave. Yep, just like in the last game. Well, the previous game in the series.
Gosh, I hope this isn't like the primitive, dangerous microwave ovens of my century. Those things could really pop a hamster good. Uh-oh. That was fun, but only because this is the 22nd century. You see, kids who put hamsters in microwaves back where I'm from get taken away from their parents and put up for adoption. So don't do it.
Yeah, like I said, LucasArts gotten big trouble. And yeah. So now they can't do animal abuse without putting some sort of, thing up saying that, it's just a game, don't do it in real life, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we need the hamster to be warm. And here is where I finally figure out how to get the dime off the floor. Use the crowbar. And bingo. Now we need to head upstairs to the honeymoon suite and put the dimes in the coin slot. And that will move him off the bed. That's been on the floor for God knows how long. Ew. And now we got the sweater.
Ew, it's soaking wet.
But unfortunately, it's wet. And number 2, okay, 3 problems. 1, it's soaking wet. Number 2, it's too big. Oh, wait. Tentacle to run as GOP VP. Helm's miffed. But yeah, as I was saying, 1, the sweater is too wet. 2, it's too big for the hamster to wear. And 3, there's no way we can actually, flush it down the Chronojohn to send to Laverne. So, to solve all 3 problems, what we're going to do is we're going to stick the sweater in the dryer and use all of the quarters that we got from the candy machine to start it up.
Whew.
Alright. And now we are going to switch over to Laverne. And we're going to go back in that same room. And the dryer's done.
Ooh, cute.
And now we got it. So put the sweater on the hamster, and that should warm him right up.
This ought to warm him up.
Alright, perfect. Now all we need to do is get down there and put him to work on the hamster generator, and he should power our Chronojohn. But unfortunately, it's not that simple. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that we petitioned to have all vacuum cleaners put into every household. So, let's get them out of there. Alright, let's open her up. Grab the dust ball. And put him to work.
Well? Look at that sucker go. He just keeps running and running and running.
And that's it. Both Chronojohns are powered up. Now all we need to do is get a diamond. And the time machine. And to do that, we need to get money to buy the diamonds. So unfortunately, we have to get Dr. Ed to sign that contract, but first we need to get the contract. But if you remember correctly, he has to be asleep in order to, get it. So, why not put decaf into his coffee?
Thanks. I needed a little pick-me-up.
Instantly asleep.
Must open safe. Must sign contract. Must provide for family.
Now, the most Probably the most obvious solution would be to get in there and quickly grab the contract before he slams the safe shut. But unfortunately, it's not that possible. See here.
He almost took my hand off with the door.
Yeah, so we have to find a way to figure out what the combination is, but he moves it way too fast. But thankfully, and with the security camera that you see on the right, we can actually try and use the monitoring equipment to see what the combination is. Problem is that Edna's a little bit paranoid about her toys and doesn't want anybody touching it, so we have to get her out of the way. And thankfully, since we switched the statue's arm position, out she goes.
Well, you know what they say. If you want to save the world, you gotta push a few old ladies down the stairs.
Anyway, let's take a look at the monitor. And we got a good view of the safe from here. But he's moving it way too fast for us to capture. So we'll put the blank videotape in the VCR, look at the monitor, and start recording.
Dr. Fred Edison, Internal Revenue. Come with us. We'd like to go over some of your records with you. Upstairs.
Uh-oh. Well, they caught him. But now, thanks to VCR technology, we'll rewind this and we'll set the SP to EP. That way, it will play the video in slow motion and we'll be able to capture what the combination is. So let's try this again. One 999 57, and it's open.
Dr. Fred.
They're also in slow motion.
Edison, Internal Revenue. Come with us.
Alright, now we eject the tape. And now we'll go down and get the contract. But the problem is that it's not just that we have to get the contract. Dr. Ed has to sign. Dr. Fred has to sign it too. But unfortunately, he's been captured by the IRS.
Let's see, it's 101-999-57.
And we got the contract. And now,
The party of the first part shall hereby be known as a crazed maniacal genius.
and now we gotta figure out where the IRS guys are and where they put Dr. Fred. Well, they're actually up in the attic, so we'll go up there and see what's going on.
Good thing we've got Dr. Fred under wraps in the next room, huh? All that red tape ought to keep him busy. Did you say you have a PP-41 facilities paraphernalia declaration over there? Nope. Is that a W-390B frivolous spending report? What is it?
Are you guys brothers?
At the IRS, we're all brothers.
That's creepy.
What have you done with Dr. Fred?
We've got him safely locked in the next room while we go over his books. No, you can't go in and see him. And don't even think about staging some kind of rescue.
Who's your tailor?
Very funny.
I'll just be moseying along.
Keep your nose clean, kid. How do
Anyway,
you suppose the Dodgers are doing?
yeah. So we have to perform a rescue attempt. We gotta save Dr. Fred from the IRS. Well, the thing is that his rescue actually involves our favorite Edison, Ted. So let's just go outside, and there he be. But first, we're actually going to need some red paint, so let's give that to Bernard. And we're going to use the paint to paint Ted red.
Ted is red. See, red Ted.
Now you're probably wondering, why did we have to dye him red? Well, you'll see in a moment. But for right now, at this point I got confused. Now I know at some point I'm supposed to find rope, but unfortunately I didn't remember where it was. Turns out that the rope is actually secured to Dr. Fred up in the attic, which we can get to once we climb the chimney. But here is where I get confused and basically just wander around checking everyone's inventory to make sure that I had the rope and that I wasn't missing anything. But in the meantime, we'll finish off the game in the next video. Yeah. So anyway, I will see every one of you later in the next video. But until then, see ya. Hang on. Okay, now.